Hi, welcome back to Flipping Pages, Stirring Sauces. Tonight it's a different kind of presentation, and for those of you who have liked, shared, and subscribed, I would like to say gratitude. For those of you who it's your first time here, welcome. Before I get going, I want to say shout out to Con Drop at 432 thedropradio.com. You might learn something about yourself. I would like to say big up to Sir P at Politrix. The Politrix Watch. Big up to Andre Stevens at Partner Draw TV. My gratitude for keeping the corrupt government in Jamaica on their toes. My gratitude for calling them out and making them pay attention. Big up to On the Spot. On the Spot newscast. Take care of that throat. And gratitude for going out there and getting it done even when your voice is not 100%. And last but not least, My View TV. Gratitude to you for keeping it real, calling the shots as you see them, and making no apologies for it. My gratitude to you for that. And for all the rest that I've not mentioned, who probably feels that they should be mentioned, big up to you. Now, tonight is a different kind of night. Tonight, I'm going to be mixing up the sauce verbally. And it was flipping pages, stirring sauces. So I'm going to be stirring the sauce verbally. People ask me a lot of odd questions, and I'm going to try to answer some of them. And for those of you who have been wondering and who have been asking, the wedding was fantastic. My nephew looked fantastic. The bride was beautiful. My boys looked like $1,000,000, pounds sterling. And the old girl didn't look too bad either. But people ask me a lot of odd questions, and I'm going to answer some of them. Are these my real teeth? Yes, they are my real teeth. 100% of them are my real teeth. I do have a couple of fillings. And I learned at a very early age that you need to take care of certain things that are given to you. And so I brush and floss my teeth a minimum of twice a day. And no, I've never had cosmetic surgery. I do take care of my skin. I do home facials once or twice a week. And I exfoliate. No, I do not dye my hair. Yes, this is all mine. 100% of it is mine. I do not dye my hair. This is my natural hair color. And my wisdom hairs are coming. People call them gray hairs. I call them wisdom hairs. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them, if I'm going to pull them out or embrace them, but I don't think that I will be coloring them. I don't get as much sleep as I should. I eat healthy. I am a vegetarian. I do not eat any meat, fish, or eggs. I do not drink milk, but I will eat a piece of cheese. And that's the extent of my dairy consumption. I still consume cheese. And I eat a lot of nuts and vegetables and fruits. And tonight I'm going to be talking about fruits. In this basket here, it has some fruits in it and other things that I'm going to be talking about. And the basket is going to be available on my online store. I have to get some things straightened out. And this young lady over here, who my son has decided to paint her face, she's wearing this hat and scarf, and this is also going to be available on my website, along with a lot more of them. They are hand crocheted. The scarves and the hats are hand crocheted, and this particular set is $50 Canadian. That's what it will be listed for on my online store. And yeah, there are a lot more of them, but tonight I'm just featuring this one. And moving on, I'm going to be talking about food and products that I have issues with. So I want to express my gratitude to Excelsior for their original crackers. You know, the ones that you dip in the chocolate, the hot chocolate tea that never seems to cool down, that always burn up your mouth when you're drinking it. And when you drop those Excelsior crackers in them, and you try to drink that chocolate while it's still hot, because you can't wait for it to cool down and it burn you all the time. Yeah, I love that chocolate with Excelsior crackers. And when you drop those Excelsior crackers in cornmeal porridge, oh my goodness, you swear you've gone to heaven. I also want to say gratitude to them for their cream crackers. They are delicious. I want to acknowledge St. Mary's for their banana chips and their cassava chips. They are delicious, and I refer to them as the adult snacks. And I also want to say big up to Maxam's for their roasted salted peanuts. They are a fantastic adult snack. Yeah. And I am going to get into the products that I take issue with. I have here in my trusty basket my plastic lettuce that I bought back I believe around November 1st. Well, here we are a month later, and my plastic lettuce has not aged. It has not aged, and my plastic lettuce is still shedding plastic. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about this plastic lettuce. I did go back to Walmart where I purchased it and tried to speak to a manager, and what I got was the runaround. One manager told me she wasn't really the manager that night. And then when I spoke to another manager, she told me that she had to call the head manager. And see the plastic? I have a life to live. I spent 5 or 6 minutes waiting around for the manager to come, and the manager wasn't showing up. I looked around. See the plastic coming off? She was on her phone and trying to hide from me. So I left the store because I don't have time to waste and to play around with people. But this is a very serious issue. This is plastic. This is not good for the digestive system. This is not good for your arteries. But anyway, there's my plastic lettuce, still looking beautiful like the first day I brought it home a month ago. Hasn't aged. And I'm still trying to figure out, to decide what I want to do about this plastic lettuce. I haven't made a decision about it yet. What else do I have in my basket here? Oh yes. So somebody asked me to cook some curry chicken for them. I do not eat meat, but I still cook meat because my children are meat eaters. So somebody asked me to cook curry chicken for them to take to they were taking it to a function that they were attending. And oh, by the way, after this video, my next video, I will be going in hard on Purelator and Teamsters, the union for Purelator. They don't represent us. They don't represent the Purelator employees. They represent Purelator. So in my next video, I will be going in hard on the government of Canada, Purelator, and the union. And anyway, I wanted some time, but I couldn't go out and get it because my foot was hurting me from my Purelator work-related injuries, which are I've still not recovered from. So anyway, I asked the individual to pick up some Jamaican thyme for me. And what the person came back with was this imposter. You can see it clearly says in big writing on there, Jamaican thyme. And in smaller writings, it says product of Colombia. Now, if it wasn't grown in the Jamaican alkaline soil, it shouldn't be called Jamaican thyme. Once it got on the plane and immigrated to Colombia, it's Colombia thyme. Jamaica has a very special, different kind of soil. The soil is alkaline. So when the seeds from the Jamaican thyme immigrated, they're no longer Jamaican. They were planted in a different soil and was grown in a different country. It shouldn't be called Jamaican thyme. This amounts to false advertising and misleading advertising. So on Monday, I will be calling the location of where this, I'm not calling the location, I'm going to be calling the head office and advising them to refrain from this false advertising. They also have this big ugly pumpkin that was grown in Thailand, and they're calling it Jamaican pumpkin. Jamaican pumpkin is very distinct, very flavorful, and has an amazing color. That big ugly thing they're calling Jamaican pumpkin, which was grown in Thailand, is not Jamaican pumpkin. The seeds got on a plane or a boat or whatever and ended up in Thailand. It's no longer Jamaican pumpkin, it's Thailand pumpkin. Call it Thailand pumpkin. I spoke to them about it many years ago, and I didn't see them calling it Jamaican pumpkin anymore. This has to stop. This has to stop. In the news, I think last week or the week before, they were selling bananas and calling them Jamaican bananas, and those bananas have never even smelled the Jamaican breeze. Okay? But anyway, so this nonsense, the Jamaican government should not put up with nonsense like this. The Jamaican Agricultural Board should be calling out the world on this. Because when a product comes from Jamaica, you're paying 3-4 times as much for it. Because the flavor is different, the smell is different, everything is different. Jamaica is a set apart island. Okay? And things that are grown there in that alkaline soil taste different. Okay? So this is wrong on every level. Now, Jamaican guinea. Then one ya, they're little but then talawa. They're very sweet, but they're maga. Very maga. If these were allowed to mature on the stem, they would be amazing because they're very sweet. And I know some varieties of guineps are small. We had a tree on our property in Jamaica, and they're probably even smaller than these. Very sweet, but they were very fleshy. These ones are maga. These should have been on the tree at least another 3 weeks. But they taste amazing. They're delicious. Going into my basket again. This is a June plum I bought last week. Okay? When I bought this June plum, the majority of it was this color. This June plum is a Jamaican June plum from Jamaica. Okay? This June plum is not going to ripe. It's not going to turn yellow and get nice and sweet. It stays like that and it dries out to nothing. Okay? This cannot be good for anybody. This should not be consumed. Whatever this government here is forcing the Jamaican Agricultural Department to dip these things in, or whatever they're injecting into them, needs to stop. You're poisoning your brothers and sisters in the diaspora, and that is wrong. You need to tell these governments no. You don't subject other countries to that nonsense. So why should Jamaica be subjected to that? Sooner or later, because when you walk into the store and you see this, and these people here start to lose money, because sooner or later, when these shopkeepers here realize that people are not buying these, they're not going to order them anymore. And you know what's going to happen? They're going to go to another country to get this product. They're not going to order it from Jamaica anymore. Because when us as consumers stop buying this, it affects their bottom line. And if they have the product they're going to waste and people not buying it, not even when it's on sale, they're going to look to a different market. So the agricultural department in Jamaica, or whoever is in charge of the fruits and vegetables that they export, they need to stop this garbage. This June plum should have been ripe already and mingling with the fishes in Lake Ontario through the sewage system. And here it is, just drying up. Okay? In my basket, this is a Julie mango, a Jamaican Julie mango from Jamaica. This Julie mango is not going to turn yellow. It's not going to ripen. It's gonna stay this green color and just dry up, just like the June plum. Okay? This garbage needs to stop. This thing should have been on the tree another month. You don't need to inject mangoes. You don't need to dip mangoes in anything. If you pick a mango when it's fit, you can get it on a plane and get it here in a matter of hours. Okay? Julie mangoes are not that delicate. Okay? We used to get Julie mangoes here that would ripen up. They weren't dipped in anything. They weren't injected with anything. This garbage needs to stop. You're poisoning your brothers and sisters in the diaspora, and it needs to stop. And people here in the diaspora, we need to revolt. We need to stop buying this garbage, because that's what this is. It's garbage. What else did I have to talk about? Well, I guess that is it for now. So I hope that I've answered all of your questions, and there is an email address in the description box where I can be reached at. And like I said, in my next video, I will be going in on the Union, Pure Later, and the Canadian government. There is some really meaty information in there that the general public may not be aware of, that I will be advising them about. So until next time, I wish you Baruch, Ahab, Kayak, Shalom. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Shalom.